Can you imagine opening your phone to check your business account and finding a message that says your account has been closed, your funds are locked, and there's no explanation why?
That nightmare is happening to thousands of non-resident LLC owners using Wise right now, without warning, without reason, and with no way to get their money back quickly. That feeling of panic, of helplessness, is something I don't want you to experience. That's why I'm bringing you the real truth about Wise and the only legit, reliable alternatives for non-residents running US LLCs.
This isn't hype. This is what's actually happening on the ground, and I'll show you exactly what to use instead. And I'll let you in on a little secret. Relying on just one banking platform is a recipe for disaster. But before I break down the best alternatives, remember to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like.
Let's start with the truth about Wise, because this is where most non-resident entrepreneurs get burned. Wise used to be the golden child for international business banking. Low fees, great exchange rates, easy setup, and they offer debit cards, both physical, bright green ones, and digital ones for online purchases.
For years, people loved Wise because it was simple, fast, and way cheaper than traditional banks. The conversion fees were minuscule compared to PayPal or conventional bank cards, and you could hold money in multiple currencies without the hassle.
But here's what's happening now, and it's ugly. Wise is closing non-resident accounts without warning, locking up hundreds of thousands of dollars, and their customer service hasn't been helpful. People wake up to frozen accounts with no explanation, no timeline for getting their funds back, and no way to talk to a real person who can help. One day you're running your business smoothly, and the next day you're completely locked out with no access to your own money. And it gets worse. Even when Wise works, the fees can be outrageous for larger transfers in some non-USA countries. A wire transfer of $30,000 can cost you $50 to $75. And while Wise claims to have the best exchange rates, they charge fees that defeat the rate. You think you're saving money, but when you do the math, you realize you're paying more than you thought. And the transfer times? Forget about it. In Southeast Asia, transfers are taking a minimum of 24 hours and sometimes up to a week. Totally unacceptable. Even more frustrating? Sometimes, even though you have adequate funds in the bank you're transferring from, it still takes several days for your money to reach its final destination. And here's the kicker. Several countries are restricted from opening Wise accounts at all, like Nigeria and others. So if you're from one of those countries, you're out of luck from the start. Now, Wise does have some benefits if they allow you to keep your account. The scan, pay, or tap pay feature is amazing, and you can leave your money in your home country without needing to transfer it constantly. Wise debit cards in the UK or Europe work great for paying for small goods from China in USD after converting from GBP or Euro, and people use them daily for cross-border transactions. But here's the reality. The rate at which Wise is closing non-resident accounts, coupled with the outrageous fees and slow transfers, means you cannot rely on them as your only banking solution. Some people have great experiences with Wise while others don't, and I'm just trying to share my experience and that of my clients so that users of these platforms are more informed. The truth remains that Wise is still decent, but you have to use them with caution. Use Wise weekly if you want, but never leave funds sitting in your account. Treat it like a transit account. Move money in, move money out, and don't store anything there long term. So what are the real alternatives for non-residents? Let's break them down. First, Payoneer. I can vouch for Payoneer. It's pretty good for non-residents, and I personally switched from Wise to Payoneer for both my LLC and personal accounts after Wise closed me down. Payoneer offers accounts for US LLCs, even if you're not living in the US. They give you receiving accounts in multiple currencies, and their customer service is generally more responsive than Wise. The fees are competitive, though slightly higher than Wise in some cases, but the peace of mind of not getting randomly shut down is worth it. Payoneer also issues debit cards for certain regions, though not all, so check if your country qualifies. The downside is that Payoneer can also close accounts if they suspect something fishy, so you still need to follow compliance rules and keep your transactions clean. Second, Revolut. Revolut does have a free account, but they do charge you for the cards. The big advantage of Revolut is that their customer service is very good. Easy to talk to a real person instantly,
which in this day and age is so helpful.
But here's the problem. Revolut doesn't accept crypto anymore for payments. So if you're moving money from crypto wallets into your business account, Revolut won't work for you. Also, they require you to link a debit card to fund your account. And some people, including me, would never do that for security reasons.
Revolut works well for people in Europe and the UK, but for non-residents outside those regions, access can be limited.
Third, Remitly. Remitly for life. I don't care about any fees, cash in seconds. That's what people say. And honestly, Remitly is great for transferring money from a safe US bank to foreign wallets or bank accounts as needed.
I love using Remitly, and I've used it multiple times to transfer funds quickly without the headaches of Wise. Yes, Remitly is more expensive than Wise, but it gives you peace of mind. Fourth, Mercury. Mercury is another solid alternative, especially if you're running a US LLC and you want a clean, simple business banking experience. Mercury is designed for startups and online businesses, and it offers accounts specifically for US entities.
The catch is that Mercury is more strict about who they accept, and they don't support non-residents as openly as Payoneer or Wise used to. But if you can get approved, it's one of the cleanest, most professional banking platforms out there. No hidden fees, great interface, and strong customer support.
Now here's my advice. Use whatever works for you, but it's good to have 2 or 3 alternatives tested, active, and ready at any time. A single point of failure is not a good thing. If Wise shuts you down, you need Payoneer or Remitly ready to go. If Payoneer freezes your account, you need Mercury or a US bank account as backup. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because these platforms can and will shut you down without warning, and when it happens, you need options immediately. Also, to be on the safer side, avoid crypto swaps to USD directly in these accounts. That's a red flag for compliance teams, and it can get you shut down fast. And speaking of setting up your LLC, look, forming an LLC yourself is very stressful. And as someone that I have formed LLCs for most of my businesses, I won't recommend the DIY approach. But use LLC services. All you need to do is avoid being overcharged for any services.
Make sure to use our LLC cost calculator. The link is inside the video description, so you can get your business entities set up properly without wasting money on overpriced formation fees.
Once your LLC is formed, getting the right banking setup is just as important. And now you know exactly which platforms to use and which ones to avoid. This video is not to talk down Wise, because some people have great experiences with Wise, while others don't. I think I speak on this topic in a very transparent way, with a unique perspective, and I'm just trying to share my experience and that of my clients so that you're more informed. The truth is, Wise can still work if you use it carefully, but it's no longer reliable as your only banking solution.
Diversify, stay cautious, and always have backup options ready. These strategies could be one of the paths to your financial freedom, but just remember that caution and research are the most important steps before investing.
Before I go, tell me, have you had your Wise account closed, or are you using one of these alternatives? Leave it in the comments.
And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.